Okay, so it's come to my attention that some of these collector boxes that Magic is coming out with in the near future, Spider-Man specifically, these boxes are jumping to like almost $1,000 for a collector's box. What? Like, we don't know anything really about it. I don't understand how it's going that high, honestly. It baffles my mind. I don't know why it's that high or how it got that high or why people think it should be that high. Oh, getting a lot of cool stuff today. It's all going to be on the website, of course. You know, with this whole Nexus thing, unless you live in Washington State, because that's where my LLC is, like, you don't have to pay taxes on my website, so that's like a huge bonus for shopping on my website. Oh, I'm gonna need more shelves. I got a bunch of these commander decks just came in. That's really exciting. And a big empty box. Now, no taxes on my website is huge, right? So that means, like, with the collector box, which I'm sure is going to be in one of these guys somewhere, plan boosters, kits. Oh, we'll start cracking these open and see what's going on in here. But obviously no tax, so like right now, I think my collector box for Edge of Eternities is $400 plus shipping, and I think shipping on those guys is probably going to be $5 or $10. But when you calculate the fact that there's no tax, you're saving, depending on what state you're in, it's roughly going to be about 8% on the dollar. And so what's that going to save you? 8 times 4 is 32. You're going to save like $32 just by... Oh, a bunch of these guys. That's what we got. That's cool. Just by buying on my site, right? You're saving on the tax. The tax alone is a huge savings. So I got a bunch of these. That's what this box haul is. And I have only 2 of these. That's it. I only got 2. I put in an order for like 12. I got 2. So like these are getting to be hard to get. And if Spider-Man is really going to be $1,000 a box, $1,000 for effectively one of these boxes, just pretend that there's Spider-Man pictures on it. $1,000, like, that's insane. But if it really is truly going to be that high, well then the upside is that you get to save the fact that there's no tax. That's like an $80 savings just by shopping on my site. Just saying. They're not set up to buy yet. There's no way I'm going to. Oh, yeah. There's no way I'm going to put up for pre-order 2 months before it even comes out or whatever. I like to do my pre-orders like a week ahead of time, because usually at a week is when I know. Those are cool. Yeah, those are cool. That's usually when I know it. I get confirmation of exactly what my allocation is, so I know how much I'm actually going to get. And for me, that's where it makes the most sense to do a pre-order, right? I'm not going to go put on my website that I'm going to sell 20, 30, 100 of something just to have 5 or 6 of those things show up and have to cancel a bunch of orders. So that's something else you can count on with my site. I don't do cancellations. So on the flip side, right, if I ordered the Spider-Man collector boxes, which I have a bunch of them on order. We'll see how many I get. I order a bunch of these, and I put them on my site for pre-order, and let's just say that the pre-order price is $500, because I think that they probably will be around $500, maybe more, maybe less, but that's something you can count on with my site. If it goes on my site and I list it at $500 and it shoots up to $700, $800, $900, God forbid $1,000, and you pre-purchased at the $500, I'm not going to cancel your order. You got it for $500. Congratulations. Like, that's just the way I do it. I'm in the business of moving my product from this shelf to your guys' homes, not in the business of just filling up the shelf for the sake of it being full. That's ridiculous. Like, I get that you have people like Pokey and Alpha Investments, and those guys, they're buying, 100% of their order, and they can hold on to 10% because the other 10% total, 20% margin, that 10% is going to be enough to sustain their lifestyle. They can pay themselves, they can pay their employees, they can, pay for everything they need to, and still hold on to some of the product in case they want to, like in the case of Rudy, do special Patreon deals and sell to their Patreon members, or hold on to things so in a year from now they can re-offer Edge of Eternities or what have you. Speaking of which, I got a bunch more of Edge. Like, that's what this whole box is. This is all Edge of Eternities booster boxes as well. And those guys are shipping out. I already got several pre-orders for those, so I have to package those up and go ship those today. So that's going to be my next task. But I did want to make a short video letting you guys know the Final Fantasy Commander decks are in. The starter decks, I finally got my hands on them. These guys were unfortunately sold out when I was doing all my pre-orders because I'm fairly new to the game, so a lot of these pre-orders are on like this weird 3 to 6, or depending on the game, like One Piece, I had to order it more than like almost a year in advance for the next set, which was crazy. But I finally was able to get in and get these. Sorry if I sound a little winded. I was just outside doing yard work, and then this stuff all showed up. I've been waiting for it all day. Had to take a day off of my real life work so I could sign for it. It was supposed to be here yesterday on my day off, and so I had to take another day off. Yeah, a little tired. I was in the yard. It's all mowed and looks nice. But yeah, Commander decks, the starter decks, Edge of Eternities. I got the 2 collector boxes. I think I'm going to have, let's see, I got 3 of these boxes left, I believe. They're on the site right now. thetcgclub.com, linked in the description down below, as always. And of course, no taxes unless you live in Washington State. Then sorry, I have automatic nexus here, which means I have to pay taxes automatically for Washington sales. Upcoming releases: Lorcana, Fabled. We're pretty much in the middle of spoiler season right now, which means that set will be releasing fairly soon-ish, or at least I should be receiving the product fairly soon. And then, in case you guys were wondering, because sometimes you guys will pre-order and you're like, Winter, when's it supposed to ship? Aren't you like an LGS? The answer is no. Technically, my business is more in line with like a Target or a Walmart, so I get my release in line with those guys and not with like local game stores who get it like a week or 2 weeks in advance. Trying to see if I can't change that, but currently that's the way it is right now. It is more in line with, retail, the normal big retail. So yeah, I'm gonna unbox all these things and make sure my site's up to date, so by the time that you're watching this video, it's good to go. Links in the description down below. So if you want to find some stuff, that's where you should go. No taxes. No taxes. Save yourself some money.